Potential storyline plans for Liv Morgan when she returns to WWE, exclusive. WWE superstar Liv Morgan has been one of the best performers in the women's division over the past few years. The 31-year-old is an integral part of WWE storylines, and her shoulder injury, suffered during an episode of Monday Night Raw, has altered many plans for the promotion. During the latest episode of WrestleVotes Q&A on Sportskeeda WrestleBinge, potential return plans were revealed for the former Women's World Champion. Roxanne Perez is currently filling in for Morgan as the Women's Tag Team Champion alongside Raquel Rodriguez, and that's meant to further the Liv and Roxanne storyline. WrestleVotes revealed that this is the story WWE wanted to tell with Morgan even before her injury. It looks likely that once Liv returns after healing from her injury, she'll step right back into a program with the Prodigy, something that was being teased before she was ruled out. This is the story they were gonna tell with Liv either injured or not, and unfortunately, she's now injured, but it was gonna be this heat between her and Roxanne, and now Roxanne can step in her place, hold her title, and create an organic story in that regard. So, I'm happy for her and I think it works for Evolution, I think it works for the Judgment Day, so we'll see where it goes, but I think they came out of it okay with this Liv Morgan injury, he said. From 225 onwards, Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez are set to defend the women's tag team titles at this month's Evolution. It was announced on this week's episode of Raw that the champions would defend their title in a fatal four-way against teams from Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. Canadian man faces federal stalking charges after targeting WWE star Liv Morgan's. WWE stars to join new Liv Morgan faction. Former NXT North American champion Fallon Henley is currently a member of the NXT stable Fatal Influence with Jacy Jayne and Jasmine Nix. However, if she were to be called up to the main roster in the WWE Draft 2025, she could make the perfect addition to a Liv Morgan-led squad. Clearly already well-versed at being in a stable, Henley also brings additional star appeal and solid in-ring work, just like Liv. Already having engaged in feuds with Tiffany Stratton and Roxanne Perez, she would be absolutely ready for any fight the girl gang found themselves in. Finn Bálor sends message to Liv Morgan after Roxanne Perez joins the Judgment Day. Finn Bálor shouted out Liv Morgan after replacing her with Roxanne Perez in the Judgment Day. On WWE Raw, Finn Bálor and JD McDonagh defeated the New Day to become the new World Tag Team Champions. After the match, Bálor spoke to Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis and said that Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez should become the new Women's Tag Team Champions. Pearce and Aldis agreed but said Rodriguez and Perez had to prove themselves in a triple threat match at Evolution against teams from Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. Later in the show, Bálor, McDonagh, Dominik Mysterio, and Perez were in the Judgment Day's clubhouse. Roxanne Perez was seen holding one of the women's tag team titles as Raquel Rodriguez walked in and asked if they were replacing Liv Morgan. She reminded them that Morgan was just rehabbing and would return soon. However, Bálor mentions Morgan's recovery would take time and that he wanted Rodriguez to stay champion, so he pushed to add Perez to the Judgment Day. He and JD McDonagh agreed, while Dominik Mysterio hesitated at first but gave in after Bálor convinced him. This led Raquel Rodriguez to agree with the rest of the group, and the Judgment Day officially welcomed Roxanne Perez. Bálor had been planning for weeks to bring Perez into the faction, and now his plan is working as she's officially a member. To make things worse for Liv Morgan, Bálor sent her a message by posting a photo of the faction holding their titles, with Raquel Rodriguez clearly looking unhappy. On Instagram he wrote, "We miss you at Yan LaLivens #GetWellSoon." Morgan hasn't responded yet, as she's still out with a shoulder injury. Top richest WWE superstars in 2025, John Cena, Roman Reigns, Liv Morgan, and more. WWE is generally known to pay big paychecks to its superstars. Over the years, several WWE stars have amassed a considerable amount of wealth. Every successful wrestler in the industry has gained massive wealth and popularity with their charisma, exceptional skills, great market appeal, and connection with the pulse of the times. The entertainment factor that these top WWE wrestlers bring with them in the wrestling ring is unmatched, for which they are paid hefty amount of salaries from the company's end. Not only these, the WWE superstars also earn from their business ventures, acting skills, and brand endorsements, too, which equally contribute to their net worth that they generate every year. On this note, let's take a look at the net worth of the WWE superstars and who tops the list among the richest of all. Top richest WWE superstars in 2025. Here's the list of the top richest WWE superstars who have managed to amass a humongous amount of wealth and net worth in 2025. John Cena. With a career spanning over 20 years, John Cena is considered one of the most prominent figures in WWE. He is the most loved and often polarized figure in the entire WWE. The Cenation, who is currently busy with his farewell tour campaign, became one of the highest paid wrestlers of all time and one of the company's top merchandise movers of all time. As per celebrity net worth, John Cena's current net worth in 2025 is around $80 million. This figure is based on what he makes from his contract with WWE, his film career, and endorsements. Besides, John Cena endorses several honorary brands like Capri Sun, Gillette, Hefty, and Honda. These collaborations added significantly to his annual income and public visibility. It is believed that Cena only sits behind Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson among current and former WWE stars regarding net worth. The Cenation leader is currently gearing up for his farewell tour, and his upcoming big match is expected to be at the SummerSlam 2025. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is one of the most celebrated and prominent figures in the world of professional wrestling. He is one of the marquee players and is often slotted as the brightest star of WWE. The WWE superstar has been reigning hearts of fans and admirers since September 9, 2010, when he stepped into the threshold of the Stamford-based promotion in the Survivor Series, according to recent reports. Roman Reigns' net worth as of January 2025 is estimated to be $14 million, according to Celebrity Net Worth. Previously, his net worth in 2024 was $20 million. He lives in a $2.43 million mansion in Tampa, Florida. Besides, Roman Reigns earns $5 million annually from WWE, alongside earnings from movies, endorsements, and merchandise sales. Reigns has a high-paid sponsored partnership with brands like Nike, C4 Energy, WWE 2K25, and Shady Rays. The top-tier talent also owns a fleet of super luxurious cars that includes a Range Rover, Mercedes-Benz V-Class, Mercedes-Benz GLS Class, and Cadillac Escalade. The most costly vehicle among the four is the Range Rover, which costs about $140,000. Liv Morgan. WWE's Liv Morgan is one of the most celebrated players of WWE. She is one of the finest marquee players of the company, who has carved a niche for herself in the women's division. Regarding her net worth and WWE salary in 2025, Liv Morgan's net worth is estimated to be around $3 million. She is undoubtedly experiencing a significant increase in her base pay from the WWE, which is thought to be around $600,000 per year. She also receives money from WWE Pay, royalties from merchandise sales, and several other business endeavors. The selling of products, which accounts for a large portion of her income, saw an exponential rise in sales volumes as her following grew. Cody Rhodes. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, is regarded as the present-era face of WWE. He belongs to a great wrestling family, and he is from the second generation of the Rhodes family. Cody Rhodes happens to be the son of Dusty Rhodes, one of the legendary names in the WWE. Regarding his wealth, the WWE star has amassed a net worth of around $8 million. This wealth accumulation is attributed to his substantial WWE contract, reported to be around $3 million annually, placing him among the top 5 highest-paid wrestlers in the company. Rhea Ripley. WWE's Australian powerhouse Rhea Ripley is considered one of the marquee players of the women's wrestling segment of the Stamford-based promotion. The wrestling diva has taken the WWE by storm, and she is not just known for her dominating presence in the ring but also for her impressive lifestyle. Ripley has amassed a lot of fortune, including luxurious properties, to a burgeoning net worth. She is expected to have a net worth of $1 million to $3 million by 2025. Her WWE paychecks, product sales, pay-per-view appearances, and brand sponsorships are just a few of the revenue sources taken into account in this estimate. Apart from this, WWE's mommy makes about $250,000 a year from the company. The Judgment Day faction member has secured numerous endorsement deals, including collaborations with C4 Energy, Mattel, Nexus Sports Nutrition, WWE 2K25, and Topps, which add to her wealth and net worth. Where is Liv Morgan? Latest injury update on the Popple. Liv Morgan's 2025 has been full of highs and lows. After becoming a four-time women's tag team champion alongside Judgment Day stablemate Raquel Rodriguez, Morgan looked poised for a major summer push. But things took an unfortunate turn following a match on the June 16 episode of Monday Night Raw. During a one-on-one bout against Kairi Sane, Morgan was injured following a single-leg takedown from the Japanese star that caused Morgan to crash shoulder-first into the mat. The match was stopped midway as she rolled out of the ring, clearly in pain, and leaned against the ringside barrier while clutching her shoulder. Michael Cole later confirmed the seriousness of the injury, saying that she had suffered a dislocated shoulder, which would rule her out of action for several months.